Rose. Yes. So this right here where, yes, I'm just getting her excited. Yes, having her chase the food around. Yes. This is called charging the mark. Yes. So every time she hears the word yes, yes, I'm releasing a little treat for her. Yes. This just helps build that desire for her to have engagement. Yes. And to focus on me during our lessons. You'll notice I touch, yes, touch my hand that's got the treats to my nose. Yes. As soon as she looks up directly at me. I don't want to create an association, yes, where she's looking for my hand or the treat bag more than she is able to pay attention to me. Yes. Focus. Yes. Good job. When I use the cue, focus, okay, she's not necessarily offering the focus in that moment. So if she volunteers it, yes, like she is right there, she just looked at me. I didn't have to ask for anything. If she has trouble, focus, yes, because there's sound, she's gonna look and pinpoint where that sound's coming from. So that's kind of what we're using as a lure to get her to initially focus on us. Nope. Nope. Yes. So we're not correcting for the jumping at this stage. What we're working on is, yes, making sure that she's not rewarded for that behavior. Yes. Good girl. Now we'll move into some of her, careful, body positions after she recovers the treat that she tried to breathe in here. Yes. So this is luring. Yes. Working on her getting into, yes, different body positions. Yes. The ones that she'll be learning to work on as far as positions is going to be her stand. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Her down. Yes, good girl. And her sit. Yes, good girl. Good job. We're also, just for fun, going to work on teaching her to spin. And to spin the other way. Yes. These help with body awareness. It's also going to help her learn the behavior orbit. Yes, good girl. Which is a behavior she'll use to walk around her handler. Yes, good girl. There you go. There you go. Which is very, very important for service dogs that we're training, especially for PTSD, individuals that have difficulty with crowds. Yes. Rollover is a fun trick to teach them. Again, it helps a lot with body awareness. It doesn't necessarily have a huge practical application like the spin can. Yes. But it's also fun to be able to teach our service dogs different tricks. I like it because there are a lot of times where, as a service dog handler and trainer, yes, I have people that come up to me and they ask, oh, I know it's a service dog, but I love dogs, can I say hi? And it can come across a little bit rude. Most of the time I say, no, I'm sorry, she's working. Yes. But every once in a while, it's nice to be able to allow some kind of interaction. Yes. And I allow that interaction by saying, no, I'm sorry, she's working. Would you like to see her do a trick? And then we can practice one of the tricks that she's learned, like the spin. Depending on the kind of harness that she's in, we may also be able to do a rollover. With some of my puppies, I teach a sit pretty. Yes. And that's just where she's sitting on her bottom, bringing those rear legs up. Or I'm sorry, sitting on her bottom and bringing her front paws up. Sit. Yes, good girl. Yes, yes. You sat back a little too far to do it in that one. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Yes. Good job. Right now we're working, if I'm gonna teach that behavior, good girl. And she went into a nice little down there, that was nice. Yes, no biting, no mouthing. I know you're gonna start losing them puppy teeth. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. Remember, puppies, you know, they explore their world through their mouths. So we want to make sure that we teach them from a very, very young age, yes, that it's not okay to use their mouth on people. That's a no-go area. Good girl. Stand. Yes, good girl. When we work the body positions, I like to, even though she's still young and learning all this, I like to try to teach it in a way that there's not a lot of moving around. So I want her to stay in a relatively limited area. You want to roll over here? Sit. We don't want a lot of travel. Yes. Good girl. Stand. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes, good girl. You did inhale that one. All right? All right. I think between her and her sister, we're gonna have to start making sure we're using so much treats. I was hoping they'd love to work for their kibble, but yes, they're so food motivated they tend to inhale it instead of chewing or swallowing properly. So with the softer treats, we'll switch them over to. That'll be a lot easier for them taking the food. Yeah. Yeah. No, Yes, good girl. Good girl. Good job. Yes. Have a lot of people, one of the big issues they have with training with their puppy is their puppy being really, really mouthy, putting their teeth on you for the treat. And you know, if you're handing a dog a treat out here like this, it's almost impossible for them to be able to grab that without using their teeth. So I always keep the treats kind of between my first and second digit. I cover them with my thumb, yes. And then it's a nice little pocket for her when I move my thumb out of the way for her to be able to lick that treat right off of there. Focus, yes. If I have a puppy that is really, really having a hard time with that, an exercise you can do is just close the treats in your hand. Yes. And as soon as she's being appropriate, and she's got my whole hand in her mouth, so she's chewing there, I'm gonna wait until she's being appropriate, and then open my hand and give her some of those treats. Close my hand, open my hand, give her some of those treats. And this is just gonna be an exercise that we can practice even if they're not very mouthy at that time. Yes. It just helps reinforce. Now, also trying to mark when she's not using her paws either. Yes. Oh. Yes. There you go. So I want her teeth and her paws to stay out of the treat taken. See how she goes chewing again? Just wait. Wait for the paw to go down. Yes. Good girl. Close my hand again. Wait for the paw to go down. Wait for the teeth to come off. Yes. There you go. So in that, we're just looking to help teach them how to, good girl. Good girl. How to keep their teeth to themselves. Of course, they absolutely love chewing on things like my watch, sometimes on clothing, sometimes on shoelaces, or the strings that are on hoodies. And just trying to redirect that into something very appropriate and not as mouthy. Good girl. Come on. Let's do some walking exercise. Yes. Gotta go to the soft treats. Let's just play for a little bit, huh? Okay. Oh, good girl. Go get it. Where'd it go? Go get it. Come on. She's like, but you got food. Okay. Oh, good job. You're not gonna bring it back to me, huh? She said, no, I'd rather eat the treats. Look at that big old puppy belly, huh? Look at that big old puppy belly. You rather have the treats in play? So we'll just do a separate play session without any food being brought out beforehand. Really want to make sure that I'm able, let me tune again. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. I want to make sure she gets excited about working with the toys just as much as she does the food. Definitely on a soft treats. I am so sorry. I thought you would do really well with your kibble. Yeah, we'll go right back to the soft treats. I know.